Let's bring in the mayor of Montego Bay, Richard Vernon. Mayor, thank you so much for joining us. I know this is a busy morning for you. Prior to the storm, you said Montego Bay was as ready as it can be. Now that the storm has made landfall and passed through, just tell us, what are you seeing this morning? How extensive is the damage?
Very extensive. By the way, good morning to you and your viewers. We started some assessment from last evening. We went out at about 9 p.m. to look at what was happening there. We got several calls from communities about being marooned, and the major roadways have been inundated by flood waters. We have no power. The major supplier is down, JPS. The utilities damaged. The service for telecommunications down. But we have about 30% of the island having access to telecommunication. But in Montego Bay, it has hit us hard. A lot of damage to private public assets and the infrastructure. We are yet to see the extent of the damage there, but based on all indications thus far, it is suggesting that we have a lot of work to do in the coming weeks.
Right now, what are your priorities in responding to this storm? And have you been able to, like for the people that you said were marooned, have rescue operations been able to take place yet?
We started that process last evening. By the time we were able to reach, the water started receding, so they were able to hop off their roofs because they had to go there for safety. And they're back now into their homes and doing their cleanup exercise. But our priority is to check first and foremost to ensure that we have no casualties or loss of lives. Then our shelters, we have to check on those. We have to also clear the important roadways to ensure that the people have access to essential services and the hospital. Then we have to start connecting communities. So we will have to clear the major roadways that are connecting Montego Bay to the rest of the municipality. And of course, to do the assessment of those who need immediate supply. And we will take it from there because that is important to us, those areas.
Mayor, we know tourism obviously is big business for you in Montego Bay, and there were plenty of tourists who weren't able to get out in time. Talk about how you've been dealing with helping those who don't call Jamaica home, and also, and I know this is in the future, but just looking ahead to the recovery you have to do to make sure that the tourism gets back up and running as quickly as possible.
Certainly. Provisions were made by the hotels to assist the tourists. We have a major shelter for tourists, the Montego Bay Convention Center. It was not used per se, which tells me that the tourists were in good hands where the hotels are concerned. They managed to house them, to feed them, and to ensure that they are comfortable. And the convention center, we only received about 3 calls for the center to be used for 3 tourists. And that was it. They weren't transported to the area because at that time it was too dangerous to transport them. So they stayed at the Airbnb. They weren't in a hotel. So we are going to get some more information from the Tourism Association. In terms of the airport, we will have to get some more information from the Montego Bay Jamaica Airport, MBJ, to know exactly how we will treat with reopening exercise. It has been badly damaged. And I foresee us being in a state of I would call it lockdown for a few days before we'll be able to start moving people around effectively. But as soon as we have the chance to, we will allow them to leave because we understand how they're feeling now. We understand that they need to get back to their family. And how shocking this must have been for them, coming to the Caribbean for a vacation to enjoy themselves and having to deal with a hurricane, a Category 5 hurricane at that, not just any hurricane.
Mayor Richard Vernon, we appreciate your time this morning. We know you have a lot on your plate, and this is just the beginning. Please continue to keep us updated, all right?
Thank you very much, and thanks for checking in.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.